We are rolling. I don't know what episode number this is. We'll just put it in right after the most recent one and before the next one, and people can figure that out. This is No Laugh Track Podcast. We're here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am Justin Severson. I am talking with Carmen Lynch. You've been here on this podcast, I don't know, 4, 5,
I love it.
6,
Yes, it's always fun.
2.
I don't mind coming over for this.
Thank you very, very much. I love talking to you here. So here we go again.
Let's do it.
Here we go again. First of all, how are you?
I'm good. I am happy to be on the road again after, the trauma that is COVID, and things are moving along. So,
yeah, I saw on Twitter was a headline about the next variant we may or may not have to worry about. I don't know.
It's big in New York again, which makes me not want to go back.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Great.
Apparently it's like increasing rapidly.
I saw on your tour list that you are going to Spain soon.
Yes.
Correct?
I think in like a week or so.
Is that right?
Yeah, in a week or two. Very excited. I've been doing a lot of Spanish shows, which has been really fun. I just opened for a big name from Venezuela. His name is Nanutria. And then another big name in Mexico. His name is Carlos Vallarta.
Oh, sí, Carlos.
And then I'm opening for another guy who's already sold out. He's in Madrid, but he's Venezuelan. And I forgot his name right now. I'm blanking out because I haven't met him yet.
Oh, okay.
So it's fun. It's fun to do stand up in 2 languages. I gotta say it's a little bit like I've got to say, okay, Carmen, move your brain to that other language. I can't just like flip it. Like one night recently I had a Spanish show and then an English show, and I was like, all right, focus. All right, now you're Spanish. And then I have to like think in Spanish, or it doesn't, that could just be like I'm getting old or something. I don't know.
I speak one language,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a decent control of it. I can't imagine. I wish I knew a second one. I would love to be able to have that ability to go back and forth. Is the material the same?
For now, it mostly is because I'm playing around to see what works and what doesn't. But for me, it's just finding that flow, because the words are rearranged. Everything's kind of shifted. So right now, I'm just having fun trying to say, like, okay, this joke in English, how would I explain this in Spanish? It's kind of a game. Like, it's a puzzle.
Do you have anything? I'm trying to think of like some of the part of your acts that I've heard. Like, there's comedians that do like plays on words, puns, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
You can't do that.
No, like Mike Kaplan would have a hard time doing it in Spanish.
There we go. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a perfect example.
Yes. Yes. And also, like, if it's too sarcastic sometimes, depending on it's a lost in translation kind of thing, or something that's a little too subtle, doesn't work.
I could see that.
But if it's like your basic topics like relationships, parents, all that stuff, that usually works.
What about the crowd work?
That's been more fun because I used to be scared to do it. And once I announced that I'm from Spain and my mother's from Spain and I grew up in Spain, but only until I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
And they know that my Spanish isn't perfect, but it's understandable. The accent's fine. Then they kind of give me a little bit of a leeway to like not be a perfect Spanish person. Like I'm understandable, but some of my vocabulary is that of a child.
I love that. That's like, did you ever watch the docu? It doesn't even matter if you saw it, but there was the documentary made, I Need You to Kill, about, the comedians, Tom Segura and stuff, and Chad.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, unfortunately. Okay. I need to see it. Yeah.
Well, I found out recently that, part of that trip was, the owner here, Louis Lee, went.
Yes.
And he's, from parts unknown. No, he's from, there and speaks the language. But when they got there, they found out that a lot of his sayings are from like the 70s and 80s
Hilarious.
and haven't been updated.
And that's the thing. Like when I opened for the Mexican guy, I was like, all right, how do you
Is that
guys...
appropriate to say that?
Can I say that? Oh, stop it. You freaked me out. You never know now.
Carmen, I promise you I'm kidding.
So I opened for the funny comedian from Mexico. Is that better? Okay. I'd be like, okay, so this is how we say this in Spain. How do you say it in Mexico? And then he would tell me, and then I would open for the comic from Venezuela, and he'd be like, yeah, we don't say it that way. And I'm like,
geez.
so now it's like I got to learn Spanish, Spain Spanish, Castilian,
Yeah.
you know, Mexican, Venezuelan. And it's fun because it's like I try to guess what they're going to say. And they're like, oh, no, that word's right. And I'm like, they're like, but this word isn't. And I'm like, wow, there's so much.
That's so interesting. That would
Yeah.
be like if you had to add y'alls when you did your act. You know,
Yes.
like, she's in Kentucky this weekend, and now you're changing, you know, you all to y'all and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, it's almost that, like it's that, but even more. I think.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it's challenging, but super fun.
What when you book a trip to Spain, what are you looking forward to the most?
Oh my gosh, my nieces and my sister, like just her family, hanging out with my sister and her husband and her kids. Like that's top, my favorite.
Yeah.
They are in Barcelona, and most of my shows on this trip will be in Madrid.
Okay.
Because I want to spend most of I'm only going for like 8 or 9 days, and I only have 4 days in Barcelona. So I'm only doing one show in Barcelona.
Can you please say Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Thank you.
Vamos a hacer un show in Barcelona, and the rest of them will be in Madrid. So Madrid will be like the work when I'm just in work mode, and then in Barcelona I'm just gonna play.
I don't have any idea how far apart those cities are.
They're like I think like 3 or 4 hours driving. Like I think 1 hour. You know, they have that super fast train in Spain. And I think it's like 2 hours. The train is mainly in the plains of Madrid and Spain. The train is about 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I flipped on the satellite radio on my drive over here this afternoon. CNN was the channel it went to. They were talking about monkeypox.
I know.
Carmen, should we be worried about monkeypox?
I mean, if I'm going to get COVID or monkeypox sounds way more fun, doesn't it? Have you gotten COVID yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. No. I keep thinking I'm going to get it. Like my boyfriend just had it, and we didn't know he had it because he's like, I travel and I do stuff. He's more like an internal guy. He's a writer. He reads his comic books. So we don't know how he got it at all. But I don't think I got it yet. You should tell people that he got it from some like thing that's impossible to get it from. Like, no, we're convinced he got it from opening the mail. He did.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think I don't. I was really sick in March, but I did tests and it was something different than that. And then my wife has had it.
Yeah.
My ex-wife has had it. Two of my 3 daughters.
I thought you were going to say all 3 of my ex-wives had it.
All 3 of my ex-wives, all 3 of my current girlfriends. 2 of my 3 daughters, current wife and ex-wife, all have had COVID.
Wow.
Yeah. And my mother-in-law who comes over to watch my youngest.
Is there a part of you that's like, I'm just so healthy. I can't get it.
Part of me is like, when I do get something, it's going to destroy me.
Then when you get monkeypox.
Yeah, when I get oh God.
Now, what's happening seriously with monkeypox? Because I didn't read the article.
Well, let's just assume that it's the worst thing. I was trying to look it up here as you were talking, and I couldn't find it quickly here. Let me do a quick Google search for monkeypox. There we go. How worried should we be? All right, news. And then we've got, have you heard about monkeypox? Yep. Oh, what? Monkeypox alert in blank after 23 people show symptoms.
Don't tell me. Give me a hint. In the South or in the Midwest or in the East or in the West?
Or in Europe.
Wait, monkeypox. Is it Spain?
Yes.
I knew it because you got your eyes popped open. Is it in Barcelona?
Oh, my goodness.
Monkeypox in Barcelona?
Health authorities in Spain have issued an alert over a possible outbreak of monkeypox after 23 people show symptoms, blah, 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 all in the
South
blank region.
Andalusian.
Madrid.
What?
Carmen, I'm not joking.
What? No way. Come to my show, everybody. We're going to have a lot of monkeypox.
I'm not joking.
Oh, my gosh. That's
no.
crazy.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't want people to I want to still go. Things will get better. I'm going to get the monkeypox vaccine right before I fly. It's out there.
You have to get bit by a monkey to
I'm getting my monkeypox booster.
Monkeypox was first found in monkeys in 1958, hence the name, although rodents are now seen as the most common animal host. A rodent. You don't have a rodent issue at your place back in New York, do you?
Knock on wood, no.
Okay, that's good.
But you know what I have to say? The other night, my boyfriend and I went to a really nice restaurant. It was paid for by one of his ex-coworkers, and he's like doing very well. He's like an LA guy.
Yeah.
He came to town, and it's not his fault because we all picked the restaurant together, and it had really good reviews. Halfway through eating, guess what crawls across the floor?
Something with 4 legs.
Yes. And I was like, really, this place? It was a tiny, I have to say, of all the mice or rats or whatever, this was an itty bitty baby. I thought it was a roach.
Oh, wow.
It was a tiny little baby. And I was like, all right, this one's cute, but now I can't eat. Like, I had to force myself because I'm the only one that saw it. They didn't see it, but I told them and they were like, ew. And I saw this couple leave as soon as it went across. And I was like, Carmen, just eat the food. The food was so good. No rats in the food. And I had to just be like, it's okay. This is New York City. You're going to eat this. You're going to drown your pity with your sadness, your frustration with wine. The wine got rid of all my mouse germs.
Oh, yeah, it does. Swish it around a little, it's fine.
But I was so excited to leave.
Who was the first one to make a reference to Ratatouille?
You know what? Not there, but you know what? I'll tell you my rat story that happened to me recently. My boyfriend brought up Ratatouille. So this is like a joke I'm working on, but I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
So my therapist told me that if there's anyone annoying in my life, because I was telling her like about someone that like I disrespected or I was annoyed with, and that person came up several times. And she's like, whenever you feel that way, if you find compassion in that person, you won't feel so much anger. So like maybe they went through a lot as a child and, you know, they're just trying or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't carry all this anger inside of you, right? So cut to, she told me that a long time ago, and I always try and remember any time I'm like someone pisses me off, I'm like, okay, maybe they had it really rough, whatever, right? So I hate rats. I like most people do, but in New York, they're fucking everywhere. They're on the subway. And about a month ago, I was walking down the street in the Village, and this guy, he was working in construction. He had the vest on and everything. He was smacking the shit out of something on the ground with a big stick. And I wasn't close enough to see, but people had gathered around, and people were going, no, stop it, no. And I was like, whatever. And I looked down, and he is beating the shit out of this giant rat with this big old stick. And you know, when something like that happens, I'm a freezer. Like I can't move when I see stuff. So I'm like, and I'm frozen, and I froze behind this guy who was watching. Like this one guy was just like, this is interesting. He didn't say anything, but he wasn't like, go, go, go. But he was just standing there. And I just found myself just freezing behind this guy. And then I was like, no. And then this girl goes, I heard that. I guess he snapped it or something with the stick. And immediately all this compassion started to come in for the poor rat. And I was like, oh my God, this really works. Like, I don't hate rats anymore. They're just trying to live, you know? And I felt so sorry for these poor rats. And I've never felt that. I've never taken the rat's side ever. And then I was like, you know what? This man is a hero because he helped me find compassion for the rat. And then I went home and I was so disturbed. And I was like, I told my boyfriend, I was like, I can't believe this happened. This guy was clearly a psycho. Like, I turned away from him, like far away, just because I was like, what if he starts beating the shit out of a human?
The next living creature he sees.
So I like turned the other way and I went home and I was like, oh my God, that was so disturbing. And I had this vision of this man when I first looked down and I saw the rat and I was like, I can't believe this is happening. And I looked at my boyfriend, and my boyfriend writes comedy, so he's very dark.
Yep.
So I looked at him and I go, oh my God, this guy probably goes home and beats his girlfriend too. And my boyfriend goes, he doesn't beat his girlfriend. That's why he beats rats. He wants to beat his girlfriend, but instead he beats rats. And I go, why? What? What are you trying to say here?
Yeah.
Is this how you feel? So
you don't
wait,
kick the dog. I mean, so you don't beat up your girlfriend. You kick the dog.
You kick the dog.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he brought up Ratatouille in that story at some point. But thank you for letting me share that story because that's still really bothersome.
I not only used to have pet rats.
Really?
In the last 6, 7, 8 years.
For a snake or just for fun?
No, because they're fun, intelligent little creatures.
Ew, though.
Yeah. I had 2 sets of 2 pet rats. They only live 2 to 3 years.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But wait, are these like clean rats or off the street?
I just left the door open. And
No, did you
with a little
leave
dish
a chunk of cheese on the New York City subway
Yes.
with a little trap?
Yep, I had to fly them in.
So what? So how do you
Private
find them?
jet.
You go to like a pet store?
Yeah, pet store.
And then do they ask you what you're going to do? Like, are you going to experiment with these guys?
Oh, I think they're just happy to move them along.
Really?
Probably. I will say that we only got the female ones. The males have the giant sets of balls.
Ew!
It's very unattractive.
They have balls?
Huge.
That's insane. I didn't know they had balls.
Yes, big
I'm
balls.
going to look next time on the subway. I'm going to look for the balls.
Yes, big balls.
That's crazy. So, and also you didn't want them to like mate. So you had to just get one gender, right? 'Cause
Correct.
then you'd have little
Yeah.
babies.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine.
So you had 4 female rats?
Yeah, 2 and 2.
Now, why did you separate them as 2 and 2?
No, I'm saying like no,
2
like
together in
2.
one
Then they
thing?
died, and then we quickly
Oh.
bought 2 more, and then no more. Here's the deal.
Tell me.
I think when they die, it's not a pretty sight. Like I think one
Decompose?
Well, the other one helped it along. Like turned into a cannibal.
No.
Yes. Yes.
And you found it like that?
Yes.
And did it smell?
Well, it'd only been, an afternoon or a morning. I was at work and I came home and it was like a massacre had occurred.
So that killer, the one that was eating the other one, did you keep that one?
Yeah, but I looked at it different after that.
After that,
Yeah.
you kept it, and he was alone for a while, or she?
Yes.
She was alone for a
Yes.
while.
I'm not getting you another friend.
No way!
No,
What a fucking traitor!
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. Now the other set of
Then-
2.
Yeah, then the other time, when the other set, when one of them died, the other one like seemed to take good care of it and like I watched it, grabbed it by its tail and like pulled it into the little enclosure. And almost
like a little burial.
Yes.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. Probably related to the one you saw in New York.
Oh my
Had a heart.
God. Wait, do you think you treated them differently and one of them just became an asshole and the other one, and it was your fault?
Nature and nurture of the
Yes.
rats.
Yes.
I taught one to read and write. The other one I completely
The second one was breastfed.
turned my back on.
Oh my God, that's nuts.
Yeah.
And then why didn't you get more after those 4? Were you like, I'm done?
Oh, the truth is, I didn't want to deal with another gruesome death, but also my wife brought a cat home.
Oh, yeah.
And they weren't going to live in the same house.
Now, what did you do with those rats? Did you do any kind of because you said they're intelligent. So did you teach them little tricks and stuff?
Yeah,
Like
I would
what?
you can get them to walk on their hind legs.
Oh my God.
It's adorable.
And how did you hold a treat up high and then made it walk? And you have this all on video?
Mm-hmm.
Does it do well on TikTok?
I'm not on TikTok. This was years
you would
ago.
be huge on TikTok.
I'm not kidding you. I follow on Instagram. I follow accounts like #rats of Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I love watching the little tricks people teach theirs.
Oh my
But I'm not going
gosh.
to get any anytime soon.
But do you teach your cat tricks? Can your cat walk on its hind legs?
My cat has a disability that it can barely walk on all 4 legs. It has this neurological thing where it sort of like drags one.
No.
It's completely like there's no pain involved.
Oh, okay.
It's just like has a gimpy leg. It has a name. I don't know what it's called.
But you
It's
didn't know
fine.
that until like much later, or you got the cat?
No,
to help
I
it?
had nothing to do with this cat, Carmen. It's a long story. My
Oh.
wife brought it home. I never said yes. And then, you know who I had a long conversation? You're going to know who I talked about this in great detail. Liz Mealy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because she's a cat woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she in her book, and we talked all about that.
Oh, my God, her book is so good.
yeah.
Did you read it?
Of course. I bought one, had her
loved her
sign
book.
it. Yeah, it was fantastic.
I thought it was so good.
Yeah, really funny.
Yeah.
She shit on our cat's name.
What's your cat's name?
Meow Meow.
Oh, that's so cute. She's getting a new cat.
I heard, I can't think of the name. Passed away.
Yes, so after that one passed away, she tell you the name of the new one?
No.
Revenge Abs.
What?
Yes.
What is that?
So she's going to call it Abs or Abby or something.
Oh,
Yes, because she just wants to be at a vet, and they go, revenge, who's here for revenge, Abs? Yes.
I have
But the
not
one
heard
that just died was Tater Tots.
Yes.
I loved that cat. I actually got to meet him. He was around, I think, for just a couple weeks. And he was so fun and so cute.
Do you have pets in New York?
No, our landlord won't allow them.
No.
I mean, I have my boyfriend.
Oh, come on.
But one day, I swear to God, I told him, I said, in our next place, I'm getting a dog because I just love dogs.
Yeah.
I do. I think they're so great.
Yep, I would love to get one too. I found out today that my mom is keeping, not my mom. What did I say? My mom. My ex-mother-in-law. My daughter was telling me my ex-mother-in-law is babysitting a 5-pound dog, and she's like, it's full grown. 5 pounds.
5 pounds.
Yeah. Would you want a 5-pound full-grown dog?
I like the big dogs. That's why I must have a house at some point because I don't want to I feel bad for those big dogs in a little apartment, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the little dogs are cute too. I don't know. I don't know which one I'd get yet.
Seem too meek. Like it's gonna break if it takes
if it's that small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's get you some rats to bring back to New York.
Disgusting.
Before
Thank
you
you.
And let's talk about your podcast briefly here.
Okay.
You had started it when you were here last time. I think there was maybe I don't know, a dozen episodes or maybe eight, 9
something
episodes
like that.
last
Yeah,
time you
yeah.
were here.
Yep.
And you've stuck with it.
We stuck with it. We're on Sirius XM every Tuesday, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. Eastern. On She's So Funny is the channel 771. And then I think we're on Raw Dog on Sundays at 5, but I'm not sure.
That's so awesome because last time you were like, yeah, it's coming up. They're going to try it on Sirius XM. And it was
really?
4 episodes. Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's so funny. No, we're definitely still on. And every once in a while we have guests. I grew up in Fairfax, Virginia, which is where the Johnny Depp trial. Are you watching the Johnny Depp trial?
I'm seeing the highlights,
yeah.
of course.
And so one of my friends' friends went to the trial a couple times. So I think she might be our next guest on the podcast.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
So I'm so excited to hear about that. Yeah. I mean, I was a Johnny Depp fan from 21 Jump Street.
Ditto.
So,
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Uh-huh.
You know, not that I still conflicted about what happened, but I'm a little more on Johnny's side based on what I've seen.
I don't really even know who Amber Heard is except for that she was married to Johnny Depp.
I know. I think nobody knew except she was I didn't even know she was that girl from Aquaman, and I'd seen Aquaman.
This is news to me, but I haven't seen Aquaman, so there you go.
Yeah.
So there you go. Here, Are you still taking turns editing the podcast?
Yes,
you are.
Yes, every other week he'll edit it or I'll edit it, and then we'll add little lines in between stuff.
Those are fun.
Which is really fun. Yeah.
Of course,
yeah.
I listened leading up to talking to you. I listened to a bunch of episodes leading up.
Oh,
to
you
talking to
did?
Of course.
That was nice.
Yeah.
The recent ones or I
Yes.
feel like the recent ones are better. Don't listen to season 1. It's
I listened to the absolute most recent one.
Oh, what was that one?
Oh, geez. My mind's going blank because I didn't write it down.
Have you heard any of our songs like Oopsie, I Made a Poopsie and stuff like that?
There was a song and one I just listened to. It wasn't that, though. It was something
We've been
else.
adding a lot of songs. We have a friend who's really good with music, and a couple of people who are really good with impressions who've done some pretty good impressions on there.
Do you like singing?
I do, but I'm not good. But I like creating songs on GarageBand.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Yeah.
That's so cool. They're still doing it on Sirius XM. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you getting people to the shows that listen to the podcast?
I don't. The channel She's So Funny is very new, so it's not exploding yet, like our show isn't. But we have very diehard fans, which we're very excited about. Yeah.
I have so I'm gonna pull up the thing I wanted to. I got the surprise I mentioned. So I'm gonna play. This is from the last time we did the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We did, we almost did 30 minutes on the nuts here, and this was late. 26 minutes, 58 seconds. Here we go.
Wait a minute, you're on TikTok?
I am. I just had something go viral. I know that's dorky.
What are you doing
but
on
I've
TikTok?
never had anything go viral. It just hit 2 million.
What?
It's so silly, right? I know, but I mean, you gotta hang with the kids.
I was just talking to my friend's kid who's a teenager, and his buddy has like a soft drink endorsement and all this shit.
Really? From TikTok?
Yes. Like what? Like what does he do? I don't know. Everything.
It's so weird because it is an addiction. Like I'll start watching other people's videos because it's different from Instagram and Twitter. Like you only see who you follow, basically.
Okay.
Like Instagram, you'll only see like your friends or whatever, whoever you follow. And TikTok, they'll just throw people at you.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. Got it. Am I talking really fast or did you speed it up?
It actually is sped up.
That's okay.
Just
I was gonna
tiny
say,
bits.
like I don't even talk that fast.
I can't believe you know. Of course
Oh,
you
yeah.
noticed that because it's
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It actually is sped up. That's how I.
That's how you get it in there.
That's how I get it in there.
That's funny though. I was definitely addicted to TikTok. I don't watch it nearly as much at all now.
Okay.
I try to have a life. I think COVID has taught me that there's more to life than just sitting on my phone and all that.
Yeah.
So I try to enjoy life more.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I have, since we had that conversation, I have a TikTok account just to see things.
Yeah.
I've never posted anything. I don't even have my real name on there.
Yeah.
Like nothing. It's just I can see how people can get very addicted to that. It's good that sounds like you've taken a step back from the excitement you had at that point, almost 2 years ago.
It caused me a lot of anxiety too.
What do you mean?
I don't know. There's something about just looking at videos, all that stimulus. Is that
Is it
rain?
hailing right now or is that rain outside?
Oh my God.
Wow. Well, it probably won't be a storm when you're hearing this, but there's a storm right now in Minneapolis.
There's a hailstorm.
Hailstorm, baby.
So, I just felt there was too much stimulus. I kept looking at my phone and scrolling, and I noticed that whenever I woke up in the morning, I immediately just flipped into anxious mode.
That's not good.
So I started keeping my phone in a different room, and it started slowly, not quickly, slowly started to calm down.
Oh, that's good. I like
Yeah.
that you're saying that.
Yeah.
Leaving it in a different room. That's good.
Because then you're like, well, let me look at this real fast. And let me, it's that stimulus. It's like, why not have no stimulus and just try to breathe and enjoy the moment, which is so hard now.
Imagine that.
It's hard to do now,
Yeah.
So I feel bad for the kids. I see all these young teens just, can't even say hello and look up. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Which video had 2 million views at that point?
I have no idea.
In October 15th, 2020 is the last time we talked.
It must have been the one where I would do jokes and look right into the camera. And I think it's the one where I say, I dated this guy and he's like, when we have sex, you close your eyes a little bit and I can only see the whites of your eyes. Is that because your eyes roll to the back of your head because you're experiencing so much pleasure? And then I say no, and then I just start laughing, like a weird laugh. And then somebody told me, if it goes viral, do the same thing, make a pattern. So then I would make more videos with another weird laugh. I would just keep adding new jokes with a weird laugh at the end. And it's funny, one of my friends was like, I don't really like that weird laugh for stand-up. And I'm like, I don't do it on stand-up. I just do it on TikTok. I'm not going to go up there and after every joke go, that would be weird.
Try it tonight.
Yeah.
Late show Saturday.
Yeah, that would make my show an hour and 45 minutes long if I added a laugh after every joke.
Oh my goodness! So I saw, I checked your account. 12 million one of your videos has.
Yeah,
that seems like a lot.
That one is, I think, the one that has the most. Yeah, that one has, and it's funny. It's never one that you think is gonna.
Is that right?
Yeah, I like that joke, but there are other ones where I'm like, this one's gonna blow up, and it's like, no.
There's just no way to know.
There's no way to know.
So are people showing up to the shows based on TikTok?
I don't know because I never ask. I don't know. How do you know? I don't go up there and go who's here and follows me on TikTok? I'll have people after the show say, I really like your podcast or I like your TikTok, but I don't know how else I would know. It's not like there's a, standing room only and there's a huge line and then I'd be like, okay, this is clearly my TikTok.
Yeah.
But I can't tell yet.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of these, The way I found out that people I knew were following me is that my friends, their kids were following me. And yeah, my friends would be like, oh my God, my 12-year-old son loves you. And I'm like, that's weird. And also he can't come to shows. So that's not helpful.
So do you think about that when you're posting stuff? Like who this audience is?
No, because TikTok is so strict anyway that it doesn't matter. Like they're just kind of
you try to do nudity and they just boot it off.
Exactly, yeah. And also actually mostly I would say they're girls. They'll be like my 13-year-old daughter follows you or whatever. But I feel like you can't. First of all, my stuff isn't that, rated R anyway.
Yeah.
It's dark, but it's not like, I'm not like walking around in a bra or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, but you also have to kind of just do your own thing. So fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it feel like a chore having to put videos up?
It does a lot. Like you can easily burn out so easily.
Yeah.
Like I think I posted something on TikTok today that I wanted to repost like a year ago. That I posted a year ago and I wanted to repost it, but I hadn't posted in like a week. I'm like, I can't do this all the time. I want to like live my life. So it can be like that, but these kind of the thing with these social media accounts is they'll penalize you if you don't post.
People won't see it. They'll hold it back.
No, they'll my TikTok went down, I think like 2,000 followers in the last 10 days.
Oh my.
Yeah, because I don't know if they're bots. I don't know if they're human. I don't think they're humans because I don't think they'd be like, she hasn't posted, delete, you know?
Quit wasting my time.
Yeah, so I don't know what happens, but if you're not constantly posting, like your numbers at least mine started to go down.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. You got to have a full staff sometimes to get that
Yeah,
shit
it's crazy.
Done. I think I know the answer to this. Did you bring merch to Minneapolis?
I did. I brought the same merch as always. My Dance Like You Don't Need the Money shirts.
Love it.
And I had so many just because from COVID I hadn't sold them. So I brought more of those. I'm doing an experiment while I'm here. Obviously they tape all the shows, but I'm wearing the same outfit for every show. I bought 2 black t-shirts so I wouldn't wear the same one and be like stinky. But I'm wearing those 2 black t-shirts and a pair of jeans to like all the shows in case I want to like mix the shows up and like post something. So yeah, we'll see. It's kind of like, just to see if I want to have like some kind of video to put on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've probably seen that's happening more and more, and people are using stuff from
everywhere.
You, right?
I mean, everyone wants to do crowd work because that doesn't eat up their material on social media.
Yeah.
Any kind of weird moment with the audience, they like post it.
Right.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't know where we go after this. Like, I don't know.
You'll be posting the, who knows? Like, you have an awkward interaction after the show.
Exactly.
Then that get posted, right?
Yeah, I'll have to have, like, everyone's going to have, like, a video person follow them around all over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's already happening with, like, stand-up for your sets. Like, you see bigger names with a video person.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
A camera person. But what's next? Like, they're just going to follow us around like we're a reality show outside, and it's just so much. It's too much content, I'm sounding so old right now when I say that. It's too much technology. Let's get back to the old days.
I listen to Tuesdays with Stories a lot, and you sound like Joe List going content king, like because he's always like he puts out a lot of stuff and you could tell he's a little like
over it.
Oh no, yeah, like the necessary evil. Like I'm not happy.
Totally.
I have to do this, but I have to do this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't want to do it too much because I have gotten burnt out, where I don't even want to look at it for like 2 months. So I try to just maybe do a couple days a week,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Is there anything else we should be talking about? We did. That the TikTok thing. I watched your little CBS This Morning thing.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm shocked that my dad is always up Sunday mornings watching CBS This Morning. It's a good show.
It's a great show.
They have really good, in-depth, little 7-8 minute stories on there. They're really good. I'm shocked every time there's like a band on there that my dad thinks I'll like, or a comedian, or like Weird Al. They did a story about him in the last year, and he's like, did you see the CBS this morning? I'm shocked that he didn't say, hey, do you know who Carmen Lynch is? She's a comedian that has gotten popular on TikTok. Do you know who? I'm shocked that he didn't bring that up to me back in January, because he watches every week and always lets me know.
That's so funny. It's so funny to me. That whole clip, first of all, when they asked me to do it, I was like, absolutely, I love this show. But then when I watched it, it was so funny because, like, it's me, and I think the other guy has, like, 90 million followers.
Yep.
And I think I have, like, 200,000 or, you know. So it was just funny that he was, like, talking to both of us. I'm like, of all the people he could have picked. You know?
Yeah, and then when I watched the video online and saw the other guy that you're talking about, I had no idea who he was.
No idea. There's so many influencers. I'm like,
looked
who
him
are
up.
you?
I've never seen him.
Yeah.
I watched a couple videos. They're not for me.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to crap on him. It's fine. Do your thing. It's not for
me.
me. But yeah, wholly popular.
Huge. He had
a video that was posted 2 days ago and it had several million views already.
That's crazy. And then a third person on that CBS this morning was that woman with the giant mouth, and she could stick anything in her mouth.
Yes.
And I'm like, that was her shtick. She's like, that's all I have to do is put things in my mouth. And then she did it on the show, and her mouth was huge. I'm like, it's like a circus act now. Like, this is what we are. We're carnival people.
As you said a few moments ago, where do we go from here?
Where do we go?
You're getting you're getting TikTok clicks or views or whatever from putting things in your large mouth. Where do you go from there?
You either have to have a cute baby, which sometimes I feel really bad because sometimes I'm like, they're making their baby do this for followers, you know? Or like a cat. Cats are great for that stuff.
Yeah.
Or just like have a weird body situation, you know, like a giant mouth.
A rat walking on its hind legs.
Adorable.
Yeah.
That would just go viral. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, you should look them up, because not only are there videos of them walking, other people have taught them to like grab a piece of string and like tighten it so there's a knot, and like push a little ball into like looks like they're playing soccer because they hit the ball.
If they didn't gross me out as much as they do, I would do it. I can't even look at them, and it's weird because I have no problem with squirrels, and they just have pretty tails, you know. But if you cut off the tail, it's a rat.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I don't know how to
That's
fix that.
That's completely unfair to rats. Yeah.
It really is.
You're sort of you're body shaming them.
Like when I see a dead rat on the street, I just want to throw up. When I see a dead squirrel, I go, "Aw." It's a completely different reaction. It's not fair.
I'll never forget the day my ex-wife, we met. We were going to have dinner somewhere. We met, and she was late because she had run over a squirrel, and it had ruined her. Like, she pulled over and sobbed.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, your wife is a nice lady.
This is ex-wife.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, she's a nice lady.
Okay,
as well,
she can still be a nice lady.
But
the one now is better, I'm sure. But still, yeah. The one now would cry even more.
Oh, she would bring it. She would, put it in a little shoebox and bring it, try to like resuscitate it, and then see, bring it to an animal hospital, see if there's any chance. What can we do to this thing?
Wow.
Yeah. Oh. That's probably not true. Carmen, this has been great.
Thank you. Please tell all your wonderful people to follow me on social media at Carmen Comedian.
Yes.
Where I'm still posting weird videos. And check out the Human Centipod. It's also on iTunes, Spotify, and all those amazing podcast platforms.
Yep. And come out to Acme and see a show this week through Saturday.
Come see a show. And if you can't make it, come to Spain. Get your monkey vaccine.
Get your monkey mask.
And I'll see you in Madrid.
Perfect.